Welcome back to Weather Nation. We have breaking news. The disturbance we've been following across the Western Caribbean, what you see right here, this will become subtropical storm Alberto as we head toward the top of the hour. So 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time and also 9 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. But this is the disturbance that we've been following for the past couple of days. We've seen a lot more organization with this storm system. We've also seen a lot more of a focusing of a center area of low pressure. So we're following this disturbance, and this is a disturbance that will potentially be impacting hundreds of thousands of people as we continue through the Memorial Day holiday weekend. But thanks again for tuning in. I'm meteorologist Marcus Walter. And again, this is a disturbance we're following. We've been seeing steady rain and showers across parts of Cuba. We've been seeing a lot of activity across this area, but it has continued to expand. And as we track this system, still technically it is in Vest, but at the top of the hour, it'll officially change over to subtropical storm Alberto. Either way, as we track the center of this storm system, all the models are now indicating, and each of these lines indicate where the center of the storm could go. All of these lines are in pretty good agreement that this storm system will be traveling north and then take a somewhat left turn and puts it anywhere between Florida and eastern parts of Louisiana. So these are the areas that will likely deal with some of the direct impacts from the system, but a lot of the southeast, we're talking about just rain, a lot of rain. Take a look at this in particular, rain between now and 10 a.m. Wednesday. We're looking at very heavy rain across much of Alabama, western Florida, even over toward Mississippi, and even over toward eastern parts of Louisiana, as well as South Florida. And again, we're still talking about heavy rain falling across Cuba as well. Now, because of all the rain that's on the way, we have flood alerts that are out there, flash flood watches that are in place across Atlanta and Macon, and also across western Florida, Mobile, Alabama, and over towards southern parts of Mississippi as well. But these alerts will likely expand as this storm system gets closer and closer to our region. On top of that, because of the persistent wind helping to push the waters up against the shores, we're talking about some rip current concerns out there. It is low across the Carolinas, but the rip current threat definitely increases as we look toward the eastern shores of Florida, toward the Florida Keys, and also toward the western shores of Florida, and all the way over towards southern parts of Mississippi. So we're talking about heavy rain. We're talking about some wind, and we're also talking about rip currents as a lot of us get ready to celebrate the holiday weekend. Now, we do want to talk about the NOAA forecast for hurricanes that just came out yesterday. They're expecting anywhere between 10 and 16 storms to be named, and of those, we are expecting 5 to about 9 to actually develop into hurricanes. And then of that 5 to 9, we are expecting 1 to potentially 4 developing into pretty strong storm systems. And we're talking about major hurricanes category 3 or higher. So we're talking about this threat is out there now, is moving toward the coast as we head throughout the next couple of days and really this weekend, but also all next week, we're going through our hurricane prep week where we give you helpful information so you can get ready for the upcoming hurricane season, which officially kicks off on June 1st. With that being said, we want to switch gears now and talk about some of the severe weather concerns that are out there. Places like Veneta, Oklahoma, we're talking about storm chances out there for you. So if you are planning to be anywhere in the middle of the country, just know storms will be out there today, and then more storm chances across parts of the high plains as we head throughout the holiday weekend. But take a look at the map. We see storm chances out there. We have a slight risk in place across Oklahoma into northern parts of Texas. We have that slight risk also in place across Iowa into eastern parts of Minnesota and even into central parts of Wisconsin. And everywhere in between, we're dealing with the marginal risk for severe weather. So we're talking about isolated to scattered severe storms possible, those storms producing damaging wind and hail. And when you take a look at this map, you see that the concern is pretty much in the same areas where we have those slight risks. Well, at least we have those elevated concerns in those slight risk areas for wind damage and also hail damage with any storms that develop. And as we track this energy moving across the country and developing, we have a cold front that'll be swinging south. That'll help trigger some showers and storms across parts of the upper Midwest. And at the same time, we're watching out for some activity to develop across Oklahoma and Texas. So if you are in Minneapolis, as we head throughout the day today, we're talking about rain and storms out there. But then Saturday, Sunday, things are quiet. We're toasty for Memorial Day, and then more rain and storm chances on the way for Tuesday and Wednesday. As we look towards Saturday, we're looking at storm chances specifically across eastern Montana into parts of the Dakotas, and we see that shift and expand across the entire high plains for the most part as we head towards Sunday. So active weather is definitely in the forecast, and we're dealing with flooding concerns across parts of the high plains as well. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be back with more updates on what's happening in the tropics. Plus, you can watch us right here for those updates, or you can find us on Amazon Fire TV or Roku.